Goes back to what I was discussing before. It's not always going to be there.
Okay, then one other related question that I have that someone actually asked me was, say if a customer went directly to Google and paid them versus local ad link. Of course, one of the things is with local ad link, they get not only on Google but all the other places, but these other places. But say, what's their success ratio? Say just with Google itself, by paying directly to Google versus having the local ad link. Just being on with Google itself, what is their extent of success? Yeah.
There really is no difference. I'll tell you why. In the terms and agreement, and again, just to show you how long I've been doing this stuff for, in the terms and agreement that Google has with pay-per-click and stuff of that nature, it basically states that they can't even guarantee. There's no guaranteed placement, even them. So when you're on their own network, so what's the difference? You're going to go to them. You're going to have to pay per click, period. And then with us, we're going to put you with them, and you don't have to pay per click. So we're working with their network. Nothing's different. We're still paying for the traffic. We're just a media house that have the ability to turn around and not have to pass that cost on to the customer.
Okay, and then the other thing, I'm sure this question has come up before, but I'm just not clear in the answer right now. The website versus the directory listing. Say if someone already has a website, then they get pushed. But if they don't have a website, then they just come up as a directory listing, or? Yeah,
just as a directory listing. And this question here just is an important question. It's going to come up a lot in the field. Well, we already have a website. Can we, instead of it saying local ad link at the bottom when you're doing a search on it? No, let me bring you. I'd like to show everybody. So, okay, right here is another thing they're going to say is, well, why does it say local ad link? Why can't it say my website? Because it doesn't. When you're with Yellow Pages or whoever, it never says your website. It says back to their directory. So that's one of the main things. And the other thing is, see, promoting the website itself, we're already doing that, but we do it in an indirect way. I don't want to get in too deep into it, but the backlinking, being on major websites, those all pointing to your website, that actually helps you organically. It helps people get rankings. But when it comes to going to the directory, we're in the top 7,000 websites. Actually, well, I'll do a check on that while we're talking here. But we basically we can drive traffic. We have people already coming to our directory. So in conjunction, if somebody's coming in, and I think more and more as we've been expanding and been able to spread the word out there about what we're doing, sorry, I just want to get an update, and I'll show everybody here. The more and more we use it, the more people get familiar with it. Like when me and my wife go out to dinner, it's just we always go in there. So into the directory. So as a joke, it's what's for dinner? And I'll call my wife, and she'll be like, I'm in the directory looking right now, meaning she's looking for a customer who's in it. We always use the directory. We take coupons out. We feed back to it. That helps. We all need to start getting into that habit, using the directory, because it drives confidence, it drives traffic, it drives credibility, and it gets us using the product as well as feel more comfortable about it. So there's a reason why you want all this to drive here. It's basically, let's see here. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on. I guess it's not showing up here. I'll be able to pull it in a second, but sorry about this. I'm trying to show everybody. But going to the directory is just another way of driving all the people and getting all the traffic in. You can see right here in the U.S. Oh, so we're actually 11,000. So it's a good thing I checked this. So we're in the top 11,000, and we're in the top 50,000 in Canada and 20,000 in Australia. So that's pretty powerful out of millions and millions of websites. So it's still going to go to your website, sir. So if somebody still comes to our directory and is interested, and you can see here there's no website. This person doesn't even have a website, so they're using it without a website. Here, I'm just going to grab this next ad. Okay, here's the website. Click on it. Brings you right back to their website. So, anyway, this is how it works. So, if we can bring people in that are using our directory, even if you're not familiar with it, it only helps. We give people interactive ads. They can put videos, coupons, all kinds of calls to action. But the bottom line is it's still going to help their website. It's still going to help push their website out. And if somebody wants to find out more about their product that's not in their directory, they can go to the website. But it's a call to action. When you give people too many things, it can confuse them. If you send them right to your web page, and it's a big mistake we see all the time, people drive traffic to their home page. You never want to drive traffic to your home page when you're doing marketing, because then everybody has to go through your website. They have to decipher stuff. You want to have like kind of a landing page, something that gets them to buy right now, some pictures. But a lot of people don't have that, or they don't have the time to build that. So the directory can kind of replace that, can become a call to action to get these people into your business, into your location. So it's an important thing. So that's basically why.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Actually, I have one more question, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there was a gentleman, I guess, several people earlier who asked, I guess he was a Canadian who had sold in the U.S. and then he's not able to do it anymore?
Correct.
Okay,
well,
so I guess, okay.
You want to know why?
Well, I guess I have a sense of that, why, but someone else had told me, another Canadian had told me that that as Canadians or or from anywhere for that matter, that they can still do business in the U.S. and I'm just not clear.
Okay. I'll tell you what was going on. Basically, again, it goes back to the excitement of the opportunity. Well, when you sponsor people, you're only supposed to sponsor U.S.-based people. But Canadians are great salespeople, and they're very infamous for not only already selling products, but working hand in hand with American businesses anyway, no matter where they're at, from Nova Scotia to BC, Vancouver. I'm noticing that, and I'm from Michigan, Detroit, so I'm very familiar with this already. But people who are not familiar might not be aware of it. So a lot of Canadians were actually signing up as Americans. People would sponsor them. They'd sign them up and give them an American address to be able to get away with it at the time. And then the Canadians would basically be in the system as an American, selling from Canada and Nova Scotia or wherever they're at to American businesses and still being able to do it. So with that said, the Canadian government basically caught wind of this about the same time Local AdLink, the company, caught wind of what was going on, and people, were working as U.S. people and selling it from Canada. So that's how they did it for a long time. Then they started signing up Canadians as Canadians, and the unfortunate thing, just like a lot of the Zervita reps are kind of right now, they were kind of biting at the chops to get out there and be able to sell the product, but they couldn't, so they came up with an alternative way to do it. So that's basically what's going on. But as soon as everything's good to go in Canada and Australia, we'll be able to pick it back up and get rolling.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.